on YouTube and a lot of these sites, I don't think there's really been a top 10 battle rap blog for 2013, maybe even 2012. I think the last valid one, the respectable one, was probably in 2011. And I got to be honest with you, this thing changes. It changes, depending on your last. Sometimes your last performance can knock you in, just into the top 10 or just out of. This is in response to, my Summer Madness 3 recap. And, in the recap, I said that I didn't think Tay Rock is even in my top 10. Now, you guys got to remember that, this is just my opinion. I mean, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying. I like to think that I'm basing off of, the experiences I have in, watching this culture grow and, just just being a hip hop dude, So in my blog, I said that I didn't think Tay Rock was in my top 10. I feel, I'm not wavering from that right now, unless some people could bless me with something to change my mind. But anyway, one of the bloggers was saying not only is Tay Rock in his top 10, but personally, I think he just jumped out the window and said Tay Rock is in his top 5 and arguably is the best rapper right now. I have no clue what this guy's smoking, but he did challenge me to name my top 10. And I don't know what you guys are used to as far as bloggers. You see the judge across my chest there. I switch my shirt game up to make sure you guys know what's going on here. I'm not gonna just pick the typical people that you would expect to be in the top 10. Once I name my top 10, I dare anybody to name a better top 10 not using my dudes. Alright, you feel me? I'm going to name my top 10 and name a better top 10 not using any of my dudes in my top 10. Alright? And you could leave it in the blog. I'm a deliberately leave out some legendary dudes and some nice dudes that battle rap. I'm gonna deliberately leave out some new school dudes. I'll mention their names to help you guys out. I will mention their names a little bit just to help you guys out. I'm leaving Lux off my top 10. I'm leaving Mook off my top 10. I just honestly feel that Lux should not be in anyone's top 10 because he's done so much to grow the culture. I think if you rated Lux, he'll be automatically number 1 almost by default. And I mean, what's the sense of that? You know what I'm saying? Even if Lux was to lose a battle, I mean, I still can't, people will be like, what did Lux do wrong? It's not what did the other guy do right. It's like maybe Lux was having an off day or something. I'm sure the day he loses a battle on URL or something, everybody been making excuses for Lux as to why he lost, as opposed to somebody just being better that day. And I think Mook is a dope dude. I think he caught a lot of flack for the Iron Solomon. He had to go at him very technical. Did what he had to do. Respect it. All right, so let me start with my top 10. All right. Number 10. Number 10 ranked battle rapper, Calico. Listen, in order to be in the top 10, you got to have a couple classics. You got to have at least one classic under your belt. And I'm not saying that you have to win the classic, but you can't get murdered and like think that, oh, I was in a classic battle, I was the one getting murdered. You know, I was the one getting killed, but I was in a classic battle. No. You could lose a classic battle if it's close, and I'll count that. But you got to be in a classic battle. It's good to be in a classic battle and win. That's going to bump your buck points up. But you got to be in a classic battle. And if you're in a classic battle and you're the one getting murdered, like how Lux was doing, you know, Miles there, I can't have you there. I can't have you there. But I know this battle with Lux and Calico got a lot of views. You know, Lux choked in the first round. You know, you got to probably give Calico a round somewhere. But I'm going to tell you, the bars that Calico was spitting that night would have took out 90% of most of the battle rappers that night. Those bars.